Welcome to Thursday, where we do a share and review. Today, we're going to take a look at Spark, New Zealand's largest telecommunications provider. Before I do, this is obviously intended for education purposes only. It is certainly nowhere near intended to be personal financial advice. These are just the methodologies that I use when I'm looking at shares to review for my own portfolio. So obviously, if you're wanting something more tailored, more specific for yourself, then you will need to go and talk to your own financial advisor. If, however, you're wanting just to get ideas as to trading the New Zealand market, then also remember that I do have a subscription service that you're welcome to jump across and have a look at. And that is where each week I send out the trading signals, buys, sells, and also changes to any stop losses that I do with any shares that are in my portfolio. So you're welcome to come along, come over and see if that's for you. Let's take a look at Spark. Right, so I have got Spark up here on the board. Now, the obvious thing for me, just looking at this with Spark before putting any indicators and things on it, is that obviously it has been range bound. You can see that basically since August 2022, we'd sort of hit these highs of just under 5,500 points, if you like, or sorry, $5.50, down to around $4.70 round figures. We are starting to see a little bit of a turnaround here, but we've obviously this is for this week, that last candle there. It is a little bit of a down week from the previous thing there. I mean, without running any indicators over it at this stage, yeah, it's not something that I would sort of be looking at. I mean, we had a good strong candle 2 weeks ago, which is great. Volume is fairly mediocre on what we're seeing here with these last few weeks. Whereas if we go back to the end of May, look at that big strong red candle, which is obviously a negative. Let's jump across and have a look at the 5 years. And yeah, Spark for some reason has been quite sort of range bound for a long time, 5 years. We'll even go back over, go maximum. And whilst it's a bit noisy, that chart, you can see it has been quite strong since 2010, but quite a bit of volatility in there. We'll go back to the 2 years. Let's put our indicators on, our moving averages. So we use the 30. Oopsie, I believe that it's simple. I'll change that to exponential. And we will also put the 15 period on. Okay, so for me, this is definitely a complete red flag. Reason being is it's trading below that 30-week moving average. It's trading at about the 15-week moving average, which, is okay, but I want to see the share trading above those. The other thing that I want to look for when I'm looking to invest in a share is where that 15-week moving average has actually crossed through the 30. You can see that they crossed down here about the 10th of March that week. And whilst it is looking like it could be swinging up, it hasn't crossed above it yet. So that to me is one definite knockout. To get an idea of the overall trajectory of Spark, let's change this moving average to a 200 period. It's a very slow moving average, but it gives us a rough idea where the share is trading. So because the share is trading below that 200-week moving average, it could potentially be on a bit of a downward side. Hey, I could be wrong and it could turn around, but these are things that I'm seeing at the moment. Still paying a dividend, and I've talked about that with numerous other shares that pay dividends. I specifically don't go into shares just for the dividends, because quite often those dividends can be negated by the fall in share price. I would rather take the dividends on shares that are still increasing in value, because then there's more potential for upside, which is what we want. Take that moving average off. Now, I'm just going to put a comparison here against the New Zealand main board, the NZSX 50, to see how it's trading in comparison. So the blue line we've got going through here is where the main board is, and Spark is trading well below that. So for me, I want to see that a share within the main board. So if that is on our top NZX 50, I want to see that it is trading above where the indices is trading. And I want to make sure that it's been doing that for a fairly consistent period of time. So for me, it's got to be at least 5 weeks that it's been trading above. As you can see through this period here, sort of October to December last year, it was trading above, but since then it's fallen. Hey, we could be seeing some recovery. I don't know. It would be way too early for me to even consider jumping into this share because of obviously the things that I've talked about. So I'll stop sharing. So I hope that's helped. I hope you've got some value out of that. And yeah, let me know if there's any other shares that you would like me to just cast my eye over and talk to you about the methodology and terminology that I use when I evaluate any potential shares for my portfolio. We'll chat to you soon. Thank you.